Hello again, friends. Wayne and Susie Vanderwier were your missionaries, of course, with overseas instruction and counseling, giving another little brief update on what's going on. But first to say you are our churches and our families that support us, and we're very, very thankful to God for your kindness and goodness in doing that. We're very thankful that we have the privilege of serving with a wonderful team of missionaries that are just doing great work all over the world.
And we had a sabbatical. You knew about that. We really enjoyed that. It was good time to have some relaxation and also to be able to do some things. But then came the end of the sabbatical and a lot of cancellations.
Everything was shut down for us and for you. So international travel was just not going to be possible for us, and we have not been able to travel internationally, but both we and other team members have been delightfully engaged in various kinds of ministries for which we're very thankful. Absolutely. Here's one thing that was kind of cool that happened in our own lives in our own church. Because, as you know, we travel most of the time, and then when we're in the States, we're reporting to supporting churches. We don't get into and have fellowship on Sundays with our own local church very much normally, but because we were going to be home for 3 months, our pastor came to me and said, "Hey Wayne, we're going to do this How People Change study session. We'd like you to just take responsibility for that." So I did. It was just so much fun. I created a little Facebook page for the How People Change group, and I taught the lessons, of course, right up until the pandemic shut us down. And God used this in wonderful ways. I put onto the screen a few of the testimonies. You can pause the video and read those if you would like. Just know that God was really glorified and our hearts were encouraged to be able to have that kind of ministry in our local church. And then we discovered that our supporting church, one of our supporting churches in the Philippines, Guiding Light Christian Church up in Baguio, my dear friend Robbie Cassis, the pastor, wrote and said, "Hey, could we take some of those lessons, because I had done them as little iMovies after the shutdown, could we have those and could we put them on our website?" And so sure enough, if you go to the Guiding Light website, and I'll put the link in the email that covers this video link, you can go there to the church and you can actually see the videos and get some of the teaching. Well, other stuff going on as well. Philippines classes happened in January. That was before the quarantine. Costa Rica, and it was going to be Honduras. Honduras got canceled. Costa Rica, one session got canceled, and our folks got out just in time before the quarantine hit. Stepan Pavlik, our man up in Russia, has done wonderful work both in Yakutia, the coldest city on earth. We had a chance to connect with our students at the Kyiv Theological Seminary, click in for a Zoom meeting with them. Stepan also taught a class in Central Asia at a college that was very, very deeply appreciated. He's just a really great guy doing really great work. And again, you can pause the video to read some of the things the students said about that class that he taught there in Central Asia in an undisclosed location. Of course, board of directors meetings by Zoom. All of our meetings these days, like everyone else, are being done by Zoom, including Susie's ministry.
Yes, I had an opportunity to work with Anne Dryberg. She is our OIC coordinator for Belgium, and she asked if I would promote OIC to a fellowship of ladies that she has from around the world, from as far away actually as South Africa, and also there was Scotland and an Asian country. And so we were just really grateful to be able to do that, give a little promo.
Yeah, God used Susie in a wonderful way with those ladies. And then the largest event we've had is a OIC Japan summer webinar organized by our coordinator for Japan, Dr. Joe Miller. And it was just a remarkable time. 462 people registered for this thing, and it was all done as a webinar over 2 days. Friday and Saturday. There was a Q&A time at the end. It was just glorious. And we had so many really great comments from so many quarters. And as a result of that, lots of other opportunities for Dr. Joe and those that he's trained in Japan to create new training programs in other locations in Japan. Well, of course, you know, we've transitioned from the executive director role into a new role. So my new responsibility is keeping us busy doing things differently than we have done them previously, but a wonderful set of responsibilities, and we're very grateful that we can do that. One of the initiatives of our new executive director, Dr. Andrew Rogers, has been a podcast, basically interviews of some of those that we've been teaching and training. And the first one just came out last week. We're very thankful to God for that. And the link to that is also in the email that carried the link for this video. So you can just click on that link, go to our first podcast, which happens to be me being interviewed about the beginning of OIC. It might be interesting for you to hear that. We've also had the privilege of returning to church ministry now as the Lord allows that, as churches begin to open again. And we're very thankful to have been able to start that up again. So, how do you pray for us during these very strange days? 3 things I've just mentioned here. First, our health, which has been excellent. We're very thankful to God for his kindness in keeping us safe from the pandemic. Secondly, not only we, but also our team members are beginning now to schedule things and get traction again, a little bit of momentum moving forward for late fall, especially into next year, with training programs. And then third, as all missionaries, our support. We have had one church reduce and one church suspend our financial support. So pray with us that God would provide in that way. Some of you know that if you don't already support your church or ministry or some other good ministry through the Amazon Smile thing, you can do that for free just whenever you buy stuff on Amazon. Just go to the this page here and register Overseas Instruction and Counseling as your charity, and then we receive a portion of whatever it is that you spend. Call us, write us if you have questions. We'd be glad to be able to share anything else that you'd like to know about what God is doing through the ministry of OIC. We're always glad to answer your questions. You are our prayer and financial supporters, and so we count on you to pray for us faithfully, and then to give in the way that God allows you to be able to do that. Thank you for allowing us to share these minutes. Anything else, Mrs.?
No,
Okay.
Just very grateful for your continued prayer support and in some cases financial support.
God bless you. We'll talk to you soon.